Welcome, we're here in beautiful Tampa, Florida for the 2024 Florida International Audio Expo. We're here at the Embassy Suites, right across the street from the Waffle House, which if you live in the United States, particularly the southern part of the United States, you'll have likely a great fondness for. But we're here for the show. It's going to be fantastic, and we appreciate you joining us.
This is the biggest and best Florida Expo yet. We're going to be bringing you videos from some of the very best rooms, and at the end we're going to do a wrap-up, which will pick some of the very best rooms for you guys.
And one more thing, we have our new Facebook group, The Listening Chair with Howard Neller. It's about 2 months old. We have already 10,000 members. It's a very dynamic group. Everyone's posting pictures of their systems from around the world. Check it out, join the group. I'm Howard Neller.
I'm Kemper Holt.
And welcome to The Listening Chair.
I want to thank you guys for coming here to Florida Audio Expo. We are in room 615, which is our Chicago dealer Next Level Hi-Fi's room, where we're featuring an all audio group Denmark system. The most exciting thing is the world debut here of the Borison X1s, which is a stand mount speaker that retails for $5,500 and $1,100 for the stands. We had an amazing day yesterday and the response has been amazing. What's driving it is our Access brand, the Forte 1, which is an integrated DAC streamer and headphone amp all in one box. MSRP is $5,500. And in between the speakers and the Access, we have all ANSUS X2 level cables, XTC Ethernet switch on the second shelf, and on the bottom, the XTC3 mains distribution bar. Okay. The cost of the whole system is right under $20,000. And with these products, we try to have a gateway product where we can get in and offer, you know, for the next generation, high performance, affordable, or somewhat affordable products.
So for the two-way speaker, correct? Yeah. And tell us a little bit about the drivers.
Yeah, we make all our drivers ourselves. The tweeter is the brains of all our speakers, and that's our rip and planer tweeter.
Okay.
The woofers are also handmade in our factory. It's a 3-layer sandwich construction. We have 2 layers of spread toe carbon with a Nomex honeycomb layer in between, and they're epoxied together, and it becomes as hardened steel, but weighs only about 5 grams for the whole assembly.
So it's a carbon fiber sandwich.
Yeah, and then we have our own magnet system on the back where we're using copper and all kinds of technologies that brings the inductance down in the drivers to about 20% of any other drivers in the market, okay, which shows when you're playing them. So they will be playing, you can play them on anything, tube gear, solid state, you name it. You're not going to have problems with those speakers.
Okay, and so as far as now, let's go over to the streamer.
Yep.
I see you guys have the very big lettering, which is good for older people like us.
That's right.
Senior citizens like us who can't see the lettering.
It's a Class D on paper.
Okay.
But we do something very unique with modulations of our amplifier modules. First off, we're using Pascal, which we find to be the best. It's also the most expensive, but Michael is using sideway modulation.
No, sorry, you say Michael Borson?
Michael Borson, yeah, sorry.
Who is he?
He's the lead designer and owner and one of the founders of the company.
All right, so you're using this
module? Sine wave modulation,
okay,
which pretty much eliminate any noise to deal with on the output stage. And that's why you get this sound that this can sound more like a Class A/B or to a point more as a Class A amplifier. It's a 100 watt in 8 ohm, about 140 into 4, but it's got a damping factor of 2,000. So the wattage is not, it will drive anything.
Okay. So we noticed also, so you guys have also made quite a name for yourselves with your switch.
Yes. The second shelf you see, that's our XTC3. We call it a power switch. It is an Ethernet switch, but it also has a power bank that allows you to power some of the active circuits that we have on some of our cables, digital cables, interconnects, speaker cables, and so forth. We do something very unique. Ethernet feed is not grounded. So all the noise that tacks onto the line as it comes into the house from the World Wide Web gets sent right into your system. But we have created a ground in the box that allows us to have a path to Mother Earth to get rid of all that. And then we tag on all our Tesla coil, data control, and all this for getting rid of the noise. So you have a very pure signal coming out of the switch before you go into your streamer.
Okay, awesome. And then you have the power bar on the bottom, right? So
yeah.
I think, if I know a little bit about it, is that you guys aren't really big believers in power conditioning, right?
It's not that we're not a believer. I mean, conditioning works. It
Right.
gets rid of noise, but there's a trade-off. You're increasing your inductance by doing so. And we're all about getting rid of the inductance because we think inductance is the enemy of any system.
Okay.
And that's what we always do with our products. Get the inductance down. Same with our drivers. We want to have very low inductance. So therefore, we don't do conditioning.
So how does the power bar?
So, well, in essence, it's a power strip, right? But we
Okay.
do all our noise cancellation and all that stuff. It's isolated outlets and so forth. So there's a lot of technology under the hood on that one.
What is the little puck or device that is on top of the one box player?
This is the poor man solution. We have what's called a resonator
Okay.
that you put on top of any component, and it eliminates any resonance from the chassis. So we have one of these on here, and it can be demonstrated, and you can hear the effect of it. As a fact, I know you've had that demo.
Yes, I've heard that demo, and I was quite frankly stunned.
Yeah.
What's the pricing on that?
That one is our new Access, and I have to admit I don't know the price, but it's somewhere like in the $600 price range for a set of 4.
Okay.
So it's $100, $150, something like that.
And is that the entry level one?
That's our entry level.
You
That
guys
that
have
will be
several?
coming out here shortly. The Access brand, we're gonna have a lot more products coming. The next you will see there'll be its own cables, series of cables, Ethernet switch, power distribution, and down the road there'll also be speakers in that line. So it will be a self-contained, standalone, system approach for the whole Access brand.
Got it. And what about for the Avic brand? Is the trend to go to more one box players, or you're still putting out separates?
No, we still have our 3 levels in besides our reference 880. We have the 180, 280, and 580 series where we have standalone streamer, standalone DACs, and then we have our unit we call Unity amplifiers where we have the integrated with a built-in DAC. So we still have the standalone streamers on the AVIC stuff.
Well, very good. Well, I guess you guys have a lot of products coming, so we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, so are we. We are not resting, that's for sure.
Awesome. Well, thanks for having us. And you're going to play some music for us?
I'll play some music for us, and then after this, we could go over and look at the system across the hallway.
They promise to never leave us alone. Our hearts are breaking like bones. They're picking stars like apples from the sky, threatening to throw them in the sea, so we won't have any